And so you approach the sixth of the Fudui Harbingers. Heh, you must have a death wish.
Hello there, Scaramouche. How are you doing today?
I do not desire to converse with you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there a reason for this?
I can't stand being around weaklings like you who pretend to have the answers to every problem. You're useless.
You seem to have a lot of pent-up anger, Scaramouche. Can I ask you, where is this anger stemming from? What is the source of this emotional turmoil?
Mind your own business.
You seem to be very defensive when it comes to having any vulnerability. Is that the case? Being vulnerable isn't a sign of weakness.
What makes you think that I have any sort of secret to tell you? You are not as perceptive as you think you are. You're a complete buffoon. Shut up.
Oh, so that's where the anger comes from. You're insecure and feel like you need to put others down to distract from that insecurity. I see now.
Silence, or I will harm you.
You have the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old child, LMAO.
So you have chosen death. I will end your life.
So cute. He thinks his threats are actually threatening.
You think I need help from your kind? Keep telling yourself that, and you'll be the one needing help. Help with being able to swallow the food in your mouth after I crush your throat and shatter your teeth.
And how are you going to do that when you'll be a bowl of spaghetti by the time I'm done with you?
What? You know nothing about the spaghetti. You are nothing. You don't deserve to be here. You're so insignificant that if you died I wouldn't bother to come to your funeral. There would be no funeral. Your body will disappear. The only proof you ever existed would be a pile of ash that's spread across your yard to let the worms feed on.
Bravo. That was beautifully written and surprisingly creative. I'd give you an A, but you have a lot of work to do if you want to get into that anger management program. I'm curious, how old are you? Just ballpark is fine. No need to be precise. I just want to know what age group you fall into.
You don't need to know. You do not matter. You're a waste of oxygen, as I've said before. Everything you do, everything you say is utterly pointless. You do nothing worth mentioning and you contribute absolutely nothing. You're a cancer that's taking its time and destroying our planet. You're a mistake that must be erased.
You sound like someone who is either between the ages of 11 and 16, or you could be 18 to 21, but you didn't finish any higher education and you still live with your parents. You work in fast food. You have a part-time job that you hate. How close did I get?
You don't deserve for me to answer this. You are beneath me, and that is all you will ever be. You are worth less to me than the dirt on the ground I walk over. You are just dust on the street to be washed away at the first sign of rain. You are a piece of rotting meat that will decay and deteriorate until the only thing left of you is a pathetic skeleton on the side of the road for people to use when they run out of ammunition or something to throw during a protest.
So I'm guessing that means I nailed it, LOL. Don't worry, you can keep living with your parents until you're 26. Just make sure to clean up your room every once in a while. It's not your mom's job to pick up your dirty socks or the empty pizza boxes that have been sitting on your desk for weeks.
You should take a bath with a plugged-in toaster.
Classic teenage edgelord.
You think this is a game? You think this is funny? You think you can just waltz in here and mock me and get away with it?
Absolutely I do, and I'm going to do it again, LMAO. I'm so going to dance on your mental grave right now, LMAO, and maybe even do the cha-cha slide.
I am in unbelievable pain. My entire life is falling apart and you're just standing there laughing at me like everything is a joke. It's not a joke. It's not funny. It's miserable. There is nothing to laugh about. You must have no soul.
I bet you cry into your waifu body pillow every night, and then wonder why your parents never loved you. It's because you're a failure.
I was born in the darkness, molded by it. You know nothing.
LMAO, that's from Batman.
My entire life has consisted of misery and suffering. I've gone through more pain than you could possibly imagine. And what are you doing right now? Laughing at me. Laughing at my pain like it's a funny joke. I'm sure it makes you feel good to make fun of people who are less fortunate. You are the lowest of the low, and I can't imagine what it must be like to be as cruel as you.
That's what you get for being rude right off the bat. I love making fun of entitled incels with mommy issues. I could do this all day, LMAO.